with a nigga in the pen, bro.
But how was it for you when you found out I was a CO? What was that like?
Honestly, for me, it wasn't. I didn't really think of nothing. Like, that's really me being honest. I didn't think of like, well, my brother doing this and doing that. And the only reason why I'm saying that is because when I was down in county and I seen a nigga, D.O.
Yeah.
Not D.L. Something like that.
He played football? He was a lineman?
Exactly.
Yeah.
He was cool nigga. I ain't look at him as like no police nigga or like nobody like that. He was cool. He was talking to me regular and hella shit. I just look at it as a regular job. Like, damn near upgraded security almost. Like, you feel me? But like, y'all really, it's upgraded because y'all dealing with certain type of people. It ain't like I'm security. You know, these whole 2 weeks, I might not even, see nobody that's a threat or whatnot. It might be a couple people still on or whatnot. Y'all really dealing with threats. You feel me?
Glad you brought that up.
You feel me? Like, real shit. Like,
think about this, right? Mm-hmm. When people always think about that, or they say like, because for us it's disrespectful for people to call us a guard. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like in an academy, for me, we'll get in trouble. Like, you got to drive down and do push-ups for calling an officer a guard.
Okay.
Because these officers that's on the street, they do all that shit talking, but you only got to deal with his crazy ass one time. I deal with this man every day. He trying to fight me every day. He's propelling on me. Yeah. Propelling means to throw shit and piss on somebody. And that's what these niggas are doing. And that's what a lot of y'all brothers, husbands, and all that shit is doing when they're in prison. And they be on that sucker shit. Because that's the most disrespectful. Bro, what I mean is it's such, you got to be a sucker to do shit like that. I'm telling you, bro. Now, there's officers that, let's just say, sometimes it's warranted, but, Brody, officers are not disrespectful, Brody. Yeah. Like, you can't. There's too much liability in it. Like, there's too much liability into not giving somebody their food. Yeah. He could sue you for your house. Yeah. He could take your livelihood. Yeah. So we make sure we give everybody what they got coming. Yeah. You know why people get mad, bro? Because we won't pass drugs or notes and shit for them, bro.
Do something that's going against you, what y'all do.
That can get us fired.
Exactly.
They get mad because we do our job. The officers they hate is good officers. Yeah. If you're an officer and they like you, that's not a good thing.
It's not. Yeah, because exactly. Same
Brody,
way as a
look, and I said like. I said like. Yeah. If they like you, it's not a good thing. Yeah. If they respect you, it's totally different. Yeah. You want to be an officer, that's respected. When you come in the unit or when you're dealing with somebody, they know you're gonna do everything. If they need medical, you're gonna do everything possible. And everything that you're responsible for, you're gonna do everything you have to do to make sure medical see him. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. If he's saying he needs to see a caseworker, you're going to do everything possible to make sure. Outside of that, bro, I'm not responsible for that, bro. Exactly. I can't control that. And when you're an inmate and you're in long enough, you know, especially with prison, you know this officer can't control that. So now you're just picking with us. Now you're picking with me. You know damn well I have no responsibility over that. Even if I give this to the caseworker, if they choose not to see you, they choose not to see you, bro. Exactly. Don't say I didn't give them the paper. Yeah. Don't say I didn't do my job. But look, they get mad because I don't do no passing. I'm not passing nothing, bro. I don't care what you talking about. I don't care this is your livelihood. I don't care that you just had a bet and you lost the bet and the only time you can get it to him is if I give it to him. I'm not giving it to him. I'm not getting involved in nobody's shit. Period. It could be drugs. It could be a weapon that officers can pass a weapon to another fucking inmate that he's going to use on another officer. Like, why would you do that, bro? Exactly. Why would you be in the middle of what's going on? This is the reason why in corrections it's corrupt because of that. But sometimes too, a lot of these inmates, bro, they force you, bro, because it's motherfuckers that get put in situations to where they're too scared. See, with me, I'd never be scared. You, whatever threats you say to me, whatever, I'm gonna live it out. But there's a lot of, let's just think about it like this: Mexican inmates and Hispanic inmates that got pulled because they in gangs, and they can have somebody come to your house.
Exactly. So
they could put trackers on your car.
I'm obligated to do this,
bro. Look,
an
inmate told me this. He said this. He said, "If you're here, Hicks, who's at your house watching your house?" Come on, bro.
And he really said that before?
Brody, I get that every day, bro. Yeah. I get threats every day, bro. And you know who? And it's like, let's just say, because it's always about race, especially in prison. The black inmates, the African American inmates, right? They give me the most problems. Like the most, they're just always picking. You know, I'm a coon. I'm a faggot ass nigga. But that's constant. But the ones who do the most threats is the Mexican inmates, is the Hispanic inmates. But they threaten me. It's 60. A tracker is $60 because they can't give you a direct threat. So they're saying that. So you're like, Are you saying it's easy to get a tracker and you got a tracker on my car?
Now you think they trying to have you thinking.
Because they will. You hear these stories, bro. Yeah. And then you got to think about it like this. They send their girls at you. They send their sisters at you. You thinking it's just a normal girl you about to date. She talking about you raped her. That's an inmate's sister. That's an inmate's girlfriend, bro. Damn, bro, it's deep because you got to understand when these dudes are bringing drugs in, phones, contraband in, bro, that's their livelihood. Mm-hmm. That's how they take care of their family. So if an officer is like me, I'm saying I ain't doing that regardless. If I'm in his unit the whole year, I'm fucking up his money. Mm-hmm. I'm fucking up his bottom line. So them trying to get rid of us is not far off.
Yeah, exactly.
Bro, he owes high-ranking people. So killing me is just a bump in the road.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah, exactly.
You know, the high-ranking person to tell him, y'all got to get rid of that officer. This officer will not be compromised. Y'all got to get rid of him. You know how easy it is to find our address? You know how easy it is to put a tracker on our car? Now you know where all our whereabouts, and I don't even know a tracker's on my car. And then even when I find a tracker, I don't know who put it on.
Exactly, yeah.
Brody, this is what officers got to deal with. So when people say security ain't got to deal with no shit like this. Yeah. Bro, it's life and death, bro. I work in HRP units. That means that's high-risk prisoners. Mm-hmm. These are all the most current, craziest prisoners in this prison. Yeah. And then I work in ADSEG, and I work in SEG. Do you know who go to solitary confinement? The worst ones, the problems, and all the lifers. A lifer will tell you, they love to tell officers, I ain't got shit to lose, blah, 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 I'll kill you. And he will. He will stab you in the side of the neck. He has nothing to lose, bro. There is no appeals. He got all day.
Yeah, literally, though.
So he gets a kick out of assaulting officers, killing officers, having people on the outside go and kill officers and make sure they following your family. That's why they say threats like that, bro, because it's real. Mm-hmm. Especially working in high desert, bro. In Nevada, high desert state prison, bro, we hold the worst criminals. The criminals that did all these bombings and that serial killers, we hold them all, triads, all of it, bro. You got the worst of the worst. At least in Cali, they program. There's some structure. Yeah. There's no structure in the high desert, bro. Yeah. It's many. This ain't no walk in the park, bro. So when I don't care if this man, and he's an officer, he's this big. To me, he got more nuts than that bodybuilder that's the biggest nigga up in the room. Because I know what it takes to deal with these people. Bro, usually the biggest dudes that be on that, I'm the biggest, blah, 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 as officers, bro, they wolfing, bro. Yeah. Bro, they wolfing. Yeah. We already know how that is outside of just law enforcement, but that's what a lot of law enforcement officers do. They get big, so it deters you from fighting them, and they really don't know how to fight.
They tell somebody who don't care about.
Come on, bro, it expose you.
And then now you really got to do what you got to do. You just some big for nothing.
You just big for nothing.
Yeah, no, most definitely. That is real. That's real.
Brody, it's many, bro. Prison, Brody.